some kind of Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your humble host, Revo, and welcome back to another day in the revolution. Today, we are back with more The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. The first game, Avenger. Last time, we did a bunch of stuff, and then we found out that, hey, there's a second, there was a fifth person. And yeah, she was hiding, ready to steal from the rich. So yeah, to make a quick buck. So, anyways, let us. And then we also found out that we could, if we just waited just a little bit longer before taking a break, we could have ended that stream that day. But then we just went a little bit longer until we got to the testimony. So yeah. Anyways, my good friend, are you ready for the Freddies?
I don't know why Freddy's, but
uh, if anyone's seen Phineas and Ferb, the title was called "Ready for the Betties." So,
oh,
anyways,
I've seen Phineas and Ferb, but
yeah, I've I've even seen the new episodes that aired only on Disney XD for now, and not as to me they're not as good as what they once what the old one what the first 10 plus times 2 20 episodes. Take off a couple, so maybe about 18 episodes of the fifth season, and the rest of it. So, anyways, what did the girl see?
yep, and of course, as usual, I'm for some reason all the females
Still trying
in
to
this
figure
case.
that out.
Of course, I'm still like a few, like I think I'm like two male characters in this case, not including Ryunosuke.
Are you really?
Yeah, because I was that one guy in the witness stand with the what
Yeah,
was his name?
you were him. You were him. Penny something.
Bruce Fairplay.
Yeah,
I
fair
was Bruce
play.
Fairplay,
You're Bruce
and
Fairplay.
I'm also McGilded.
And then I'm the rest of them. Oh my god. Okay, that's actually
Yeah, and you're the rest.
disturbing.
Yeah,
Are you?
and I'm
Is there something you're not telling me? Are you sure you're not a female and just with a
no,
deep male voice?
no. If I was, I probably would have figured that out already. Anyway, so I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses, just like always. It was a right old waste of time. I got nothing to show for trouble that night. I tell you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there. Then, after a while, I heard this loud bang and nearly jumped out my skin. I did. And the scream just came out. It's because all that swell found me. He did help me get away, mind.
uh, I forgot there are people like that talk like that.
Yeah, see what you go.
I failed. I failed to understand why he would just let this secret street urchin go, Mr. McGilliard.
Oh, it's just simplicity itself, my lord. You see, he couldn't possibly have killed the other passenger. I know that for a fact. How?
Uh,
I'm
that's a
sure
stupid question, Ryunosuke. She was obviously in a compartment. But who knows? Never
I
black
mean,
and
he
white,
doesn't
as it
know that
say.
yet.
True.
Sure, I said before, sir. I was sitting, I was sitting right on top of the place where she was hiding herself.
Actually, he never said that before, so, but okay. I think this calls for a demonstration.
This is where I sat that night.
And the cubby hole which you spoke of is underneath the seat, I presume? Well, there is a handle, so...
I mean, it makes sense. There should... I mean, why else would it be a handle otherwise?
Well, it could be a drawer, but...
Yeah, but still, there's still like something you can pull or open up anyway. Most of the time when there's like a outlet like that.
Exactly. Yes. It does appear to just be large enough to accommodate someone of the girl's stature.
Aye, but of course, the wee lass was stuck in there. Because I parked myself on the seat for the duration.
Ah.
So you see, that's why I left the last bolt. I knew that if the police found her, they'd automatically assume she died. But I couldn't live with myself if a young life was ruined when all the time I knew she was innocent.
Even though you must have realized your actions would result in your own innocence being called into question.
Not at all, my lord. Not at all. I knew in my own heart that I was innocent. So I thought it was worth taking upon on my own good name for the sake of this less fortunate lass. My goodness. I forgot. I was voice every single female in the jury.
Yeah.
What a perfect gentleman.
My lord, this is a fine example of a man who can't possibly be guilty of this heinous crime like this.
Not yet, at least.
I'm ashamed of myself for ever doubting you, sir. Whoa. Yay! Another 2 innocents!
Calm, calculated reasoning. One arrives clearly at the truth every time.
Hey! That's a... Yay, we win! Only if it's that lucky. Saints alive! All 6 members of the jury consensual in their leaning to a verdict of not guilty. Mr. Nadahodo, this, well, it must mean...
It must mean what?
Are you...
I mean, granted, I don't think it's that easy, so...
No, absolutely not. That we're victorious!
Yeah, a little bit too victorious, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Even Ryunosuke case, like,
And the thing is, thing is that we didn't even have our cross-examination yet, so...
Exactly. That was just a testimony that Gina did. Still to cross-examine.
Yeah.
One? Are you sure?
Objection!
There it is. I forgot he did that! I'm gonna heal you to death! If the sight of my iron heel Wellington offends prey, do forgive the discourtesy.
Why do you always say that after you do it?
I don't know. This is really a consummate example of the one monumental flaw in the British judicial practices, where evidence and reasoning should be paramount. Emotional rules the day.
Emotion.
The witness's last statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature.
What do you mean his true nature?
No, Hodo, you can't be that. You can't be that stupid. Do you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the omnibus was
Comprehensively.
comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Obviously, the interior of this cubbyhole, as the witness put it, was included in their investigation. The compartment under the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings.
I mean, yeah, we saw that also as well.
Yeah, we did. It's note in black and white here in the police report. Good Lord! The evidence has been tampered with. In order to corroborate Mr. McGillicuddy's story, someone has unlawfully removed everything from under the seat. Actually, if you looked at it... If you actually looked at it when we actually originally examined it, we saw the coachman's stuff right there.
Yeah, I know.
Order! Order! How could such a devious contressive? Contrisive? Contrisive?
Driven, because there's a V.
Possibly have been affected, Counsel. Naturally, we must acknowledge the decisiveness of the constabulary in allowing this to have happened. However, I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning, the compartment under the seat was not empty. Well, my God, I can never say this word right away.
Nipponese.
Nipponese friend.
Me?
When the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examined it in fine detail as would...
Excuse you, we did.
Yeah, we did. That was the very first thing we did when we got the evidence. As would any self-respecting practitioner of the law. Pray, what did you find under the cushion of the under-seat compartment to be?
Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman, we really clear this up in a jiffy. Sorry. Go ahead. You're to the court now, fella. That is all another excuse by the desperate Lord Manzi.
This would be very good and well indeed if we didn't already examine it, so we could have bluffed our way out of this. But we're gamers. We don't let stuff like this go out as it is. So, yeah, we already know. Well, Counsel, do you have something to say on this matter?
How am I supposed to answer? What can I say about the state of this little compartment under the seat in the omnibus?
It wasn't empty when we originally looked at it. But when we looked at it just a little bit ago before we ended last stream, it was empty. With the big blood spot on the floor.
Well, I accidentally hit, what did I hit?
It wasn't empty. What did you
Yeah,
hit?
I hit it wasn't empty, yeah, okay. I thought I hit the wrong one. Good to know I didn't.
Yeah.
I really don't know if this answer is something the case that counsel was looking at. But as I remember at least. When I first examined the compartment, I'm fairly certain there was a number of articles inside of it, yes?
Are you sure, Counsel?
Ah, you with? What are you saying now, you daft da? Okay. I'm like, you're on my side here.
We're on the
side I'm on is the side of justice.
exactly and truth. What game are you playing at? Hey, you asked us a question when you said when we first looked at it.
We're playing Ace Attorney. Thank you for asking, though.
Yeah. Your task is to defend the man in the stand. Why would you say something to compromise his position?
I mean, I guess Van Zieks is confused because lawyers try to defend their, their clients instead of, put them, digging further in their grave.
Yeah.
So makes sense why he react like that.
Oh yeah. But we gotta tell the truth. We can't. If we don't, then we're doing perjury.
As the advocate for the defense in this trial, I confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand. But it seems to me I should state what fact I do know as clearly and honestly as possible.
Interesting.
This is not altogether pleasing, fella. I'm simply telling the truth, Mr. McGilded. Well, don't forget that you're supposed to be representing my best interests here, lad. Now then. A fellow's memory is a curious thing, and not altogether reliable. No, the court must consider the facts. That there table under the seat is as empty as the devil thought so it is.
I wonder how it got emptied. When the thing was first submitted, it was full of the Coachman's stuff.
You think perhaps it would be in your best interest now to admit that you might have been mistaken? I feel like something's not right here.
I should like the jury to weigh on this matter, I think. I'm gonna drink some alcohol first. The compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage. The Guild's rules state that the omnibus should be properly and fully equipped at all times. It certainly wouldn't have been empty on the night in question. Beppo isn't that irresponsible. My money lending fleecer, and the pictures? What?
Pickpurse.
Pickpurse are...
Because he's a pickpocketer.
Yeah. Pickpurse are lying. Guilty! I can't believe I was nearly taken in. The stinking rich always stinkers. Nothing but cowards, a lot of them.
What? Oh no.
It is a trick, of course, a trick. Guilty!
Oh, there's number 2. Things are turning for the worse, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so I must concur here.
Well, now the scales have been...
Not even.
Yep.
Good calm, calculated reasoning. One of us clearly has the truth every time. Yes, but every time a different truth is seen. Now we're back to square one.
Thank you, my lord. I humbly exhibit the exhibit the scales of justice. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate. Thank you, counsel. But before we proceed any further, there is a matter of the outstanding cross-examination. Of course. Counsel for the defense. You may begin questioning the witness, please.
Yes, my lord. What just happened?
We just got fucked over as always.
The whole balance of the trial just shifted almost beyond recognition. The Reaper of the Bailey. At work, it would seem.
Alright. There is one thing I want to press. Let's see. Which one was it again? On the show for my troubles. Tell you. Play. It would be the third one I would want to press. I'll tell ya. You can't see a blind thing in the hiding place. It's pitch in there.
Oh. Pitch in there. We want to press that?
Yeah, unless there's something else you want to press beforehand.
I mean, nah, we can do that first, and I'll see if there's anything else I can think.
Hold it!
So you can see out the cabin at all. Not a lot. Most days, I push the cushion up with me head and look out the crack. I don't like it. I can't make it. And I get out of the butcher. I mean, it kind of fits. So then I
Yeah, it does.
can have a butcher that who's I'm gonna fiddle. I thought you're a pickpocket, not a butcher. I mean, I can have a look to see what I got under ink as well as just the other one. See? I mean, there's no handle on the other one.
Exactly.
For most of the time, the passengers plan themselves opposite. And for some reason that night, this idiot Irishman spent the whole journey right over me head. Irish? Could have fooled me.
I know, right?
For that reason, you weren't able to push the cushion out to peek out, I see. Truth is, I ain't too happy in small dark spaces. It looks much like being thrown in the clink.
Well, yeah. If you don't like small dark places, then why would you go into a thing that it would be considered a small dark place?
Probably because that's the only place she could have been in that wasn't so she wouldn't be found out.
True.
But it's the only place that I didn't know carriages, so it's Absalom's choice. Why didn't you just stick the thing in people's pockets in the open then?
Oh.
I bet there's some reason that she's not living on, judging from her demeanor. But anyways, I was a bit scared, but I had to just stick it out under there. Nothing else but it. Okay.
All right. Number 4, part 4 would also be something I would like to press, unless you guys.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Hold it!
Number 4 makes sense.
Yeah.
Hold it. When you say a loud bang, do you mean the noise of someone falling to the floor? Could have been, I suppose. I don't remember so well. Point is, it made me jump. You let out a scream involuntarily?
Who wouldn't?
That's right. And then I felt the cushion over me head getting all light all of a sudden. Only when the defendant got up in order to help the victim, yes?
Or not. It could be equally have been the moment the accused stood in order to stab the victim. Could it not? Well, girl, did you see what happened at that critical moment?
Yeah, I saw it. pushed up the cushion, and at a quick butcher's while, well, I had the chance, didn't I? The Irishman was sitting up. Look what had fallen on the floor on the seat opposite.
That matches Mr. McGillen's account, of course.
But then the fellow slowly turns around and looks right at me. I sunk back down again, but it was too late by then. I should never have risked looking.
Well, when you hear a big bang or whatnot, regardless of what it is, who wouldn't take a look? Okay.
I want to press the first one.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably go. Looks like this might be something we have to press all unless we get something. And although I want to press the last one, I want to get the first two done first. So
I mean, yeah, because if you always press the last one, it goes into like this little thing, and then you have to do it all over again.
exactly. So, but let's go in with the first one.
Hold it!
Hold it again. No, you're already in the omnibus before it even set off in its runs. Well, yeah. I mean, what's the point of spending a Joey to make a few bucks, eh? That's a rum idea, ain't it?
God, her speak. It's
I
actually
guess that accent, I guess, is accurate.
yeah. But how do you like how you're having to speak where you're not having to pronounce how the words are normally said, or at least here in the U.S.
Well, I feel like it'll be fine once I get used to it a bit more. Which means there's no point in spending money to make lunch. It actually makes sense.
Counsel, may I remind you that this girl is a petty thief. Kindly refrain from entertaining her tenants.
Well, it does clear up the little mystery of the tenants and all. All paying passengers have 5 pence apiece, making the 20 to which the cabin anticipated. And one of those scapegrace ride for free. The red conch of a driver always goes for the same grub before it lasts the run, see? That's why I slip into the carriage and get myself hidden under the seat. Nice and easy, right?
But your hiding place is a storage compartment full of equipment for the coach, no?
Yeah. There's brushes and buckets and whatnot in there, sure. I always check all that out and cram it in the corner somewhere. No one ever seems to bother much.
Well, but you know, that place is so small. Where can you put it? Because there's actually a decent amount of stuff in there.
I mean, that's why it was taken out after, or, I don't know, forged evidence at that point, or tampered evidence.
Yeah. And yet, according to the report filed by the police officer who first arrived at the scene, the compartment was full of such paraphernalia?
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 Um,
This makes much sense as anything, I guess.
well, I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, I moved all that stuff out so I could I could hide under the seat. That's all I could tell you.
It seems we reached the end of that line of inquiry. Continue. Alright.
Might as well go with the second one.
I mean, we've done the rest of them. This is why sometimes when you don't know what to do, you should always just start at the beginning and just move forward. Because, hey, who knows? You might have to just press everything.
Hold it!
Unless it's blatantly obvious.
Well, duh.
Anyway. A waste of time? Why is that? Well, Most nights, I'm on my own in the God permit, at least some of the time. Mm.
I beg your pardon. Did you just say God permit?
Oh yeah, that's what my kind call it. You see, the omnibus, I suppose. The point is, any normal run, the carriage ain't got no one in it for a while. And that's when you came out of your hiding place and get away.
I had a drink earlier and it's like kind of went down the wrong throat, so you can probably hear me like clear my throat here and there.
Yeah, I know. You think that's bad? Try having it to where you have like phlegm, and then it goes down and gets stuck in the wrong pipe, and you're trying to get it out, but it won't come out. Try
I mean,
having
hey,
that.
on the bright side, at least it wasn't food.
True.
That's it? Only that night. This cove was sat on me feet from the start. And he didn't budge the whole way, did he? Not 1 inch. I was totally stuck.
Do you mean to tell us that you were present in the carriage for the duration? You were under the seat the entire time while events unfolded in the enclosed cabin?
Yeah. Right, mister? Be sure. I was as shocked as anyone. You don't expect to lift the cushion you even sat on if I child now, do you? I mean,
No.
Only one-
You wouldn't lift
Yeah.
the thing to begin with.
Yeah.
this blissful state couldn't possibly be the culprit then. Well, only
Well, last
only
one.
thing left.
The last one, number 5. By the way, is there always only 5 sections in a cross-examination?
No, sometimes there's less.
I mean, no more than 5. I think in the later games there's more than 5, but so far the most we've ever seen in this game is so far there's only the third case, second chords. That there's only
I
been
don't
like
remember.
what 5, isn't there?
Most of the time, yeah, but I don't know.
Anyways, last one.
Hold it!
Hold it. And when Mr. McGilda discovered you, he pulled me off from your hiding place. I was scared stiff, I was. He dragged me out and sat me down on the seat next to the victim, Mr. Mason. Yeah, the bloke had a knife in his guts. Who was still bleeding.
So she must have been the mystery person everyone saw. Though
Yeah.
Though the thing that boggles me is that how there was a big bang of the guy falling. The 2 people above was looking down, and then the cab driver would look down once he stopped the horse. So how in the hell did he do all that? Sit the guy up, grab the girl, and put her in the seat next to her before everyone looked?
That is a good question.
Or am I literally asking nonsense because this is an Ace Attorney game?
Either or works.
Yeah, take your
Then
pick.
the carriage lurched a bit, and he ended up falling onto me.
Ugh, how awful.
Look, me hands got covered, both her hands. Both me hands got covered in blood. It made me feel sick as a dog.
So that must have been the part that the
With the glove.
that what Lady Faust?
Lady first.
Lady
Lady
Faust?
Faust.
Faust
Lady first. I mean, it was
Uh,
you, so it's her, I think.
saw the both hands covered in blood.
So it's probably hers.
Those are hands covered in blood. That must be what the rooftop passenger saw. After that, I believe he talked with Mr. McGilded for a while. Is that correct? He asked me some stuff. Wanted to know my name and what I was up to and that. Then I heard something above. Someone screamed.
Ooh, sorry, give me a minute. For some reason, I just have a pain in my side for no reason. Oh, I hate when that happens. Doesn't happen. You hated that, where you're just sitting comfortably, and then next thing you know, a shot of pain just comes out of nowhere. Ooh, that is stiff. Ugh. I'm gonna have to stretch here in a little bit. But I'm gonna hold off on just a little bit. I mean, the way I'm sitting in my chair, just leaning to the right, is mainly how I normally sit when I'm streaming, at least. Because see, I don't sit straight. Even though that's what it looks like on stream. I'm actually in my chair, leaning back and off to the right a little to make it look like I'm sitting straight. It's the most comfortable place, because just sitting straight forward, sitting up, that is not comfortable. I mean, I sit like that when I'm watching stuff, but when I'm gaming, I like leaning back in my chair. Yes, Mr. Yes, Mr. First?
Yeah, because his name is Lady First.
Yeah. I don't know why it seems so weird looking at it like that. Yes, Mr. First on the roof deck would be what one would presume.
Well, I didn't want no one seeing me face, so I didn't look up. And the authors were drawn up. Smartish, okay. I mean, that's a word.
Yeah, definitely a word.
Iris sent this to me. Get back on the seat. I'll see that you can get away later.
All 6 members of the jury had decided the defendant was innocent.
For one brief shining moment, yes.
It's clear they are all still very unsure. If we could just find some conclusive piece of evidence among this new testimony, I'm sure we would cinch the verdict if we want.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I have this niggling feeling.
Niggling, yeah. It's nagging, but with an I instead of an A.
You may find me, but I just can't quite put my finger on it. So we need evidence.
Let's see what we have first. Stab in the image, and died due an internal hemorrhage resulting from the trauma. That excuse me. Wait, hold on. This is nothing to be presented yet, but look at the crime scene photo.
Yeah.
He's missing a button. Now, what Gina is doing, is that a button or a coin?
I know it'd be a coin.
Yeah. Okay.
Who knows? I mean, he doesn't. This guy is kind of not the richest thing, and he's probably kind of very poor. So that's probably just part of how it looked, maybe.
Yeah.
Like it probably was just a wear down
piece of a tire.
Okay, I'm just re-looking at some couple things. Okay. Let's see, it's not gonna deter troubles. Tell you that there's a one thing. Because of the I know you say you played this before. You know, this is the one thing about these games that I'm not very good at without fucking something up. Or do you even remember what we have to do?
I don't remember at the moment.
Let's see. I am not 100% sure. Right. Alright, well, I'm just re-looking at everything. Anything you can think of?
No, I'm also looking at some pieces of evidence currently. This is, you know.
Or do you think that it could be... But he did say we would have to have the right piece of evidence, so it would have to be some kind of evidence.
Yeah.
You know, I want to try something.
What?
I'm going to drop a save real quick.
Well, hold on for a second.
But it's... I know what we're showing is that it could have been a coin, but something is just nagging me right now. I want to go with number 2, and I want to present the crime scene photo just because of that missing button.
Okay.
Objection.
Nope.
Yeah, figured.
Okay. Well, let's just reload that. I know I have,
Oh. I did not mean to do that. Luckily, I also saved. Actually, hit triangle instead of X to examine something.
I mean, if we really get stuck, I can always we can always just I can always turn story mode on just to see at least what part we have to deal with.
I don't know. I don't feel like giving up just yet.
I mean, that's the last thing I want to do is use that. Let's see, time moment, yes. It's clear that they're still very unsure. If we could just find some conclusive piece of evidence among this new testimony, I'm sure it would be a cinch the verdict we want. Nagging feeling, something's bothering me, I just can't quite put my finger on it. You know, I'm just gonna go and just repress, see if anything comes.
Okay. I'll try and find evidence while you do that.
Let's see. Other than supposing there's no point spending money. Console, petty thief. Let's clear up the mystery. 4 passengers, 5 pence. Let's get go riding for free. Recording driver. Driver, blah blah blah. Let's see. Full equipment now. Yeah, bucket brush. The crime in the corner. No one bothers. Okay, so far it's all the same. Because sometimes you have to press a certain piece, and then you go back to a different piece. In some cases.
Hold it.
Anything?
I'm looking at evidence and also the testimony.
Hold it.
I'm just repressing everything real quick. Alright. Well, this is what's going to be tend to happen, ladies and gentlemen, so especially when you don't know what the hell you're doing. Oh!
You found it?
Yeah, I think it's the third one where you when you says that I ain't to for the dark being in a dark place.
Yeah.
Repress that, and then get to the statement where it says I ain't too happy in small dark places. Feels too much like being thrown in the clink. And I'm sure you'll see what I...
This didn't happen before. What the heck?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay then.
So, hey, Mr. McGillid, can we have your attention, please?
Excuse me.
Well, that was annoying. Why did it happen before?
Maybe because we didn't press on a certain testimony.
I don't know. Anyway, is something wrong, Mr. McGilden?
Oh, I do apologize. What is something the matter, Council? I'm just wondering if Miss Lestrade's last comment made something occur to you, perhaps. You should be thinking something to yourself. Oh, no, no. It was nothing important. I was from back for the last is all. I'm feeling desperate myself as a young lad. Shut up in the dark. It was terrifying, so it was. See, yes, I'm sure we can all sympathize. We're scared of the dark now. Right. And I don't know about yourself, but I find that the darkness seems to make everything you hear from that much louder as well.
Well, when you lose your sight, your other senses do amplify.
I mean, yeah, especially when it comes to people who are, for example, blind. Their other senses amplify to compensate for the fact that they're blind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose it does, maybe. Mrs. Stride, did you hear something that night? Anything unusual? You know, like a noise, perhaps? Nah, not really. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring.
Snoring.
The jabber. The jabbers. There's no need to tell the whole world of me foibles. Okay. Ye little scamp.
What a pity. If only Mr. Strange had heard something that might have given us a vital new clue.
Yes. Who make that last test statement of hers? I mean, might as well say it's profoundly important because what else can we do?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we have anything else to go on.
Yeah. So yeah, it's important. My lord, I believe that statement just made by the witness is profoundly important.
Profoundly important, but all she said was that she heard nothing.
Hmm. Yes, but she's a profoundly important point. I'm almost sure of it. And the judge's like, oh, okay, if you say so.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's gonna be a constant thing, isn't it? Ow. Hold on. I am almost sure I don't understand the inner workings of your Eastern Mind Council. Nevertheless, Miss Gina Lestrade, would you supplement your formal testimony by repeating that last statement, please?
What? For me? What are you on about? Don't give me all your fancy talk. I know what you're trying to do. Well, it won't work on me.
Just add the thing to the goddamn statement.
That's right. Insult the judge. Always a good move.
Hey, but we get people doing it all the time.
I was straining my ears worked out and what was going on. All I could hear was nothing. It was annoying.
Let's see. I think I want to press that.
Okay.
Hold it!
Okay. Hold it. You were strange to hear what's happening to you. Happening the entire time since the moment you hit yourself. Not exactly, no. Sorry? Well, I went in the cabin to stop it. Start with. I could just push the cushion up and have a bunch of to see what was it was. But then, when I saw this swell getting on, I got my head down so he didn't notice me. And Mr. McGilded sat on the seat under which you were hiding, correct? Yeah, what a Adam and Eve it. Adam and Eve? Okay, cool. Would you Adam and Eve it, eh? What a mug. But then, all I could do was listen. I was waiting to jump out of there, so as soon as I heard...
Yeah, gosh, gotta get more used. Once I get used to it, it'll be easier to say all these.
and by the time you do get used to it, we'll be done.
I mean, she appears frequently, though.
Oh, right, you did say that.
Yeah, she's a reoccurring character in the game, so it'll be fine. Jump out of there as soon as I heard him leave, see? But Woody, not likely. Even though we stopped here and there, I never heard the door open. I just had to stay put and listen to him driving his pig to market. Not like an old dog he was.
That's actually interesting. You said that she hadn't heard ever. Whenever Mr. McGill got in, she never heard the door open after that.
Are there any conclusions you can draw from that, I wonder? It doesn't add up.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Miss Lestrade, what have you just told the court?
By the way, have you noticed that in a lot of these long passages like this, you're the one that's mainly speaking? Or is it just me?
I mean, probably because I voice both McGilded and Gina.
Yeah, but I mean, look at the first case. You were not a Hodo. You were a good chunk of the witnesses. So you were the judge then. And then
Are we including Renosuke though? Really? Because we're switching each time.
well, I mean, we're switching each time, but I'm just saying on. It doesn't matter who's who. But the point being is that you got all these people in a straight order like this. I mean, look at the second case. I was Ryunosuke, but you still had a like 20-30 minute section of nothing but reading. I'm not complaining.
I mean, hey, I don't care. It's fine.
I think I can.
I just find it weird. It's all.
I mean, hey, less strain for you, I guess. And I don't mind reading most of the time.
Anyways, go ahead.
It's clearly at odds with the facts.
At odds? Are you sure, Mon?
Absolutely.
It seems my learned Nipponese friend is not as dull-witted as I feared.
So Van Zeeks realized it too.
Not that difficult if you got a mind and more than 2 brain cells. Counsel, I must insist that you bolster your claim with evidence, or some complicit party's name at the very least.
Yes, my lord.
I expect you to demonstrate this alleged contradiction to the court.
When Miss Lestrade, while she was hiding in the omnibus that night, she heard nothing but the sound of Miss McGillis snoring. But think, Ryunosuke. Think. Oh, 2 slaps this time. That means he's serious.
Yeah.
Now we have to either show a piece of evidence or show a person.
I would want to say a person.
Yeah.
And I would say it would be
I would say save here just in case, considering that there's two options of evidences that we can show.
yeah, because I mean I'm gonna go back and save, but I think that it's gonna be the victim because she said that she got in, there was no one there, and then the next stop or so is when Mr. Gillard
Yeah.
went and got onto the bus, and then she didn't hear the door open after that. So I think it's a
So-
person.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Very well, my lord. Allow me to elaborate. On a particular sound that Miss Lestrade could not have failed to hear on that night in question. The sound very clearly explained by the presence of the following person.
And
Mason!
yeah.
Take that!
Hey, we got it.
Take that.
Thrice fried Mason.
Yes, my lord. Sound that Miss Lestrade cannot have failed to hear. Is that the victim, Mr. Mason, boarding the omnibus?
Order! Order! Explain your reasoning, counsel.
Mr. Sprout, allow me to confirm something. You claimed earlier that you were the first person on the board an omnibus, is that correct? Yeah, of course I was. I got on while the driver was in a pub, didn't I? And the next person aboard the omnibus was Mr. McGilded. And it was. Not a soul was in the cabin when I climbed aboard. At least, not in plain sight. So you were, to all intents and purposes, alone in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus at that time. I did not just say as much. I wasn't traveling with anyone else. If that's what you mean.
Okay, no one else is finding the...
Wait.
Okay.
I mean, I can only mean that he went in together with Mason.
True.
Because if they both went at the same time, she only would have heard the door open and close once. That can only be the other explanation for that.
But this next statement she's making is gonna kind of contradict that part, unless
No,
well, I'll let you read this first before I read this statement first before I give my thoughts.
yeah, I saw him get on. Remember, he had a crack under the seat cushion. He was on his own for sure.
Okay, but now here's what I was thinking. Maybe what it was that she saw Mr. McGillard get on first, hit herself so she wouldn't be seen, and then Mr. Mason came in behind him that she didn't see.
Maybe. And from what we've heard, the carriage made a number of stops after that on his onward journey. During which time, did you not hear the door opening or closing at all? Nah, never heard it. That's exactly what I was listening for, wasn't it? Waiting for the swell to leave. In which case, when and how did the victim end up in the carriage? Oh, now I know where this is leading. Oh, now I remember where this is leading to.
I don't. But we'll find out.
Oh yeah, you knew pretty much a good amount of the case, but you didn't really not sure about how it ended.
Yeah, basically. Like I said, I've seen this whole case before, and the very beginning of case 4. But it's been so long, I'm surprised that I remembered what I did on the second case. Because the first case I knew pretty well, because I did play some of it on my own back when I bought the thing on PC. So yeah.
We know that the victim. Wait, did you read the? Yeah, you already have to. Okay. We know as the victim collapsed inside the enclosed cabin of the omnibus. Therefore, Mrs. Strauss' statement about what she did or did not hear is at odds with the facts.
Yes, this petty thief statement was clearly flawed. Lord Von Zieks.
Yes, you knew. You knew all too well that there was an inconsistency in Mrs. Strauss' statement.
Well, of course, he's the prosecution. Of course he's gonna know something because it's the prosecution. They know everything somehow.
That or freaking updating autopsy reports like freaking Edgeworth does.
Exactly. It would seem words of thanks are in order for my learned friend.
What are you talking about?
I like Von Zieks. By the way, I know I've seen this through the whole case, so at least since he took his cloak off, but he's carrying a sword too. By the way,
Hey,
Von Zieks.
never knows that. Never really noticed that until now.
Really? I mean, look, you can see the hilt of it, and when he moves, you can actually see more of it. You have demonstrated matters in in what?
Impeccably.
God, you would think I would know what these words look like. You would think. You have demonstrated matters impeccably. This witness and her colorful statements are entirely unreliable. Her words are convenient untruths, nothing more. He said right. How could the victim possibly not know who had boarded the omnibus? Makes no sense whatsoever. And this girl is a pickpocket. Let's not forget that. Uh-oh.
What?
And she didn't say a word.
He just went up and just hit it. She didn't say anything. He just up and did it. I didn't want to judge the dear little mite just because she has some rather naughty ways. I must say. She's a bad liars.
Oh, but it was not Mr. McGilla that said it. It was... Okay. Okay. And neither can I.
Mr. Foreman.
I didn't want to judge the girl because she had less salubrious ways. What?
Celebrous? I don't know. But also, I think the old lady also said that because they were trying to prove, technically they were trying to prove McGilda innocent, and what she lied about is something which now makes him guilty.
True. But I must say, I cannot abide liars. Oh no.
Surely the maid won't do anything rash.
Mr. Naruhodo, that's 5 juror members leaning towards guilty.
I mean, hey, we still got the maid, don't we?
Yeah. Well, you consideration for others is refreshing, my Nepalese friend. But the considerable troubles you have spared me. Who the hell is texting me? Oh, is that just my schedule for... Yeah, okay. Yes. Hold on, was that the first time he took a sip of that thing?
Probably. Most
Yeah.
of the time, you either throw it, crush it, and that's it.
Or does nothing to it until
Or
he's ready
Or
to...
he just, yeah.
But this is actually, I think, the first time we actually drank from this.
Yes, very refreshing.
What? What, the beverage or
Yeah.
what happened?
Who knows?
Ah.
Yours thing's starting to stack out.
Back out.
One minute, guys. Okay, we'll give that a try.
I don't know what happened.
That's better.
But I did the freaking Ryunosuke reaction.
Yeah.
Live Ryunosuke reaction.
There. What are you playing at? You forgotten who you're working for? You useless Eastern Abaddon. Abaddon.
The carriage is in
Oh,
this
okay.
carnage.
Yeah.
Still don't know how he is looking at and not cutting himself, but okay. And
Yeah,
it was so
we
dis-
always ask that whenever people do that in like freaking movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, but and even that. Anyways, this is carnage. It's perfect.
Number 2 is the only one left.
Miss Naruhodo, the way this is going.
I know. We can't find some new way to convince everyone of Miss McGillicud's innocent. The judge will rule, and we'll have lost. And I don't think we can do another of the summation examination. I think.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Oh. I very much wanted to believe the words of one of the most respected gentlemen, but those of us in service know what we must accept our truths.
Hold it!
Oh,
Ooh, good timing, Ryunosuke.
the witness's last statement seems to have revealed a critical inconsistency in her story. However, if we consider the possibility that her statement is in fact the truth, it may shed entirely new light on this whole case.
What are you saying?
Counsel? I'm sorry, sir? Whatever do you mean?
Counsel, I will not tolerate you attempting to prolong my jurisdiction. Explain yourself at once. When the accused boarded the omnibus on the night in question, the victim was nowhere to be seen. Subsequently, the carriage door was not heard opening a single time, as testified by the witness in the stand. And yet, the victim's body was found inside the... Oh, I remember where this is going now. Okay, now I remember. And yet, the victim's body was found inside the carriage. If this petty thief's words are to be believed, how do you explain the victim's miraculous appearance inside the cabin of the omnibus?
There's only one way to explain how the victim came to be inside the carriage.
Before we do that, I need to run to the bathroom.
Okay.
So, anyways, guys, we will be back shortly. Stay tuned. That's fine. Are you back? Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Sorry for the wait. Anyways. Okay, now this is gonna be so there's 2 of 3 that I'm thinking of.
I think I might know what it is already, though.
I'm thinking. I want to say it's a combination between 2 and 3. There is another entrance. There's the sunroof that we saw. And I'm also thinking that he might have been put in there after he died.
I mean, I already know what it is.
I'm probably more leaning towards he was put there after he died, because if there was a big flop right onto the right in, then it would have to be after he died because if he just would have just fell. Am I wrong?
Yes.
So it's number 2 then.
Yes. You'll know right away, because one.
What the hell?
Already. What?
I'm not hearing the. Hold on. I'm not hearing the game. There we go. Hold on. Let me relook at my. Let me do my headphones real quick. Wow, my right headphone is, or one of the side of my headphones is broken. That's lovely. And now it's getting hot in this game room again, and I have a window open. All right. Go ahead.
The door wasn't opened even once. The only explanation is that the victim entered the enclosed cabin some other way.
Objection!
I wonder what new fantasy you would come up with in your blind panic. Behold, the omnibus is here for all us to see. Only one side of the enclosed cabin is furnished with a door. The other only has Yep, Von Zeke. If you actually had looked at this omnibus from every point, you would know there's a latch on the top of the bus. fixed windows which cannot possibly open. In short, there is no
Well-
entrance to the cabin other than the door. As I just said, that's not the case.
Objection.
But there could be. There's one possibility you haven't considered.
Oh, really?
Yes, one other way inside that isn't the door. Another opening, the use of which allowed the victim to appear inside the enclosed cabin.
Alright, counsel. The defense will identify the location for the court. Here is the omnibus which the incident occurred. Where on earth is this entrance by which you propose the victim enter the cabin? Right here at the skylight.
Boop.
What?
No, I just said boop when I clicked it.
Take
Oh.
that.
The answer is obvious. It could only have been the skylight.
I say, the skylight?
I mean, honestly, what other options are there?
Objection.
Exactly. Your looser... What?
Ludicrous.
Ludicrous. I've heard that word before. A whole lot, actually. Not recently, but still. Your ludicrous proposal almost has me lost for words. However,
Objection.
At least they get interrupted, so you're actually able to finish that.
exactly.
The skylight may well be large enough for someone to pass through.
Objection.
So you claim. But do you have any shred of evidence to support your addle-brained theory? Addle-brained theory. No, actually, but it makes the most sense.
Both Mr. McGilded and Miss Lestrade are the same in their testimony. Each seemed to have heard a loud thud, such as the noise made by someone falling to the floor.
Yes, which has already been explained as the sound of the victim falling from his seat having been assaulted with the dagger.
Yes, it has, but would a man slipping from a seat onto the floor really make such a loud noise as the witness described?
True.
Because he wasn't out. If you think about it, if he did from a seat, it wouldn't make that loud of a thud compared to if he just dropped from the skylight. That would have made a louder thud.
Exactly. And it was enough that startled not only Miss Lestrade, Gillen, but also wake Mr. McGillard from his nap.
Yeah.
Hold on, I don't think you read that part.
No, I didn't. No, I don't think so. So, a noise loud enough to cause Miss Lestrade to let out an involuntary crying sound.
Good gracious.
Perhaps, in fact, that was the moment that the victim made his entrance into the cabin. No, let me rephrase that. The victim didn't enter the cabin as such. He fell into it.
Objection.
Now you're suggesting that the victim fell from the skylight into the cabin? You're as ludicrous as you look. Defendant, not defendant. Counsel. That's simply impossible.
I mean, I think it could make sense. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, if he was on the top, she would not have known, or neither of them probably seen it unless he was, very obvious there.
Yeah, but he's on, and on top of that, How about you try to see if you can get through that skylight, Von Zeeks? Granted, I probably would go with Naruhodo size. It'd probably be more comparable to the victim.
Wait, hold on. Wait, let's see. Wait, let's look at the Animus. How big is it? Like the skylight. That's-
That's pretty big to, I'm gonna go inside the bus real quick.
It's bigger.
But-
I don't know. Bigger than I thought it was.
But that looks as big for someone to just. Oh, I wonder, did we? I know we did the thing from the out. Oh, whatever. It was quite a large skylight, isn't it? Yes, large enough to afford a good view into the cabin from the roof deck. And okay, we read that already. But in appear or catch of any description, so it can't be opened from inside the cabin at least. But it says it's large. It's pretty big. So, can we actually open this now from the top?
I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, the blank close. See, witness would have been.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
No, I guess we'll just continue.
That's
How can you
simply
be so sure?
impossible.
Oh, how can you be so sure?
Because if the victim had fallen inside through the skylight, as you said, the passengers on the roof deck would have seen it happen.
Then that
True.
only means one thing. One of them was the murderer.
Exactly. And yet, not one person made mention of such events in their testimony.
I mean, granted, if they were the true murderer, why would they?
Exactly.
Well, yes, that's true, but I like how everyone's like those things whenever someone says like hold it or objection is always the same, except for Giselle and Von Zeeks.
Yeah.
Those are like the only two that were different.
So far.
Hey, might a humble fella make a wee comment here, Mr. McGilda? To be sure now, these two fellows were sat on the roof that testified afore. Said none of the victim falling through the skyline. But, seems to me, my lord, that 'tis not so much a case of them not staying, but tis a case of them being unable to say. What?
Hold-
Perhaps.
Hold on for a second. I gotta do something real quick. Okay, go ahead. I was just drinking. I was gonna drink something that's better cold, and I realized that I took too long to start drink. That I took too long to drink it, so I just switched it out for another version of what I just had. So, anyways, go ahead.
Which line am I at?
I think perhaps.
Okay.
I think perhaps the two fellows do be having some other compelling reason not to mention what happened. Would you not agree, fine ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
Hmm. Oh, hold on. All right. Sorry about that. Just talking about something we have here at the house that apparently is no good anymore. So, anyways, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know. My goodness, surely not.
Oh, wrong button. Those two chaps on the roof?
Jeez.
Of course she doesn't have anything to say. She's just typing away.
Yeah, but she increased the speed of what she types.
Yeah. You mean the one who stuck the knife in the man where...
Ah, that... Oh,
Yeah, here they are.
just what exactly are you insinuating here? You litterer.
It kind of
Oh, yeah,
reminds... It kind of reminds me of, what's his name from the first case? When the kid was using him as a horse.
Yeah.
You Rata, he said. You Rata, what are you insinuating?
This is a flaming outrage. I've got a good mind to give you a blinker in a minute.
Are we gonna be playing the... I'm gonna just repeat whatever this good old this mate of mine has to say?
I don't think.
He'll give you a shinner?
Shiner.
He'll give you a shiner in a minute, he said. And so will I.
Mr. Fairplay. You're effectively accusing me, a city gentleman and a well-respected banker.
And me, a very angry hatter.
So someone like me could have stabbed that man in the guts. It's a disgrace. Scandalous. It's, I protest. I protest in the strongest possible term.
And Mr. McGill just pops out of nowhere, by the way.
I mean, I think he was still there. It's just these two came in, I think.
That's right, I protest too. What about you, you rotten scoundrel? Order! 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 This is not the time, witnesses. I will not permit this wanton invasion of the stand. Return to the anteroom at once.
But this is beyond reason, my lord. Outrageous.
It's very hurtful, you know. My lord, if I may comment. Go ahead, Lord Von Zeeks. It was the defense that incite this outburst from the witnesses. My learned friend has seen fit to abandon all protocols and accuse the witnesses without proof.
Accused? I never intended to. Granted, it was McGilda that accused them.
True. We just said we just said that he fell from the sky roof.
Yeah.
You know, I like banana. What was this? Banana pudding, but this drink I have. Ugh. I mean, that's what happens when you put alcohol with it, right? Anyways, it seems my young Nipponese that your command of the English tongue is wanting. You propose to this court that the victim fell through the skylight from the roof deck of the omnibus. That hypothesis cannot possibly stand without without the rooftop passengers being aware of the events. He's got a point. You have branded these gentlemen liars. You have intimidated their criminal guilt. Well, you know, we didn't technically brand them as gentlemen liars when they did that all on their own during their testimony, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they already lied, technically.
In British
So,
court
like-
of laws, that is what is determined as baseless accusations.
I know it's rash for this idea forward on any evidence, but you can't just dismiss it without second thought.
Exactly. Okay, give me a second. Screw on. Okay, come on. Thank you. But better. What are you wasting time for? Get them to testify. I thought there was something fishy about that hat from the moment I laid eyes on the fellow. You're one to talk.
I think most of the people, most of the men here are all wearing hats. Most
Yeah.
of them.
Top hats to be exact.
Yeah.
We have to see this matter through now, one way or another.
If there's filth and rubbish in our midst, we must dispose of it at once.
Oh.
Oh wow, we actually have the audience chanting. That's never happened in an Ace Attorney game before. And it's still going.
It's happened in one of the, I think 2 of the 3DS games.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But voiced wise.
Yeah. Like, in fact, Spirit of Justice has the people speaking in that one.
I just don't remember that. It's been a while since I've seen anything with Spirit of Justice.
I don't remember about Dual Destinies either, though. Could be, could not. I don't remember that one too much.
Well, at least for the DS GBA
Oh yeah,
games.
there was never any like voices in the DS/GBA games of Ace Attorney.
What's happening, Mr. Nadahodo?
Can't you hear? They want them to testify.
Exactly.
The spectators in the public gallery are in a complete frenzy.
That never shuts anyone up on a single gavel bang. Mr. Fairplay? Mr. First?
My lord.
You will take the stand again and make another formal testimony in reference to the incident brought by the defense.
Yes, my lord.
I didn't come here for this. Well, too bad.
No time to think this through. All I can do is keep pushing forward.
Yep. Well, they lied once, so why wouldn't they lie again? Refuting the accusations.
We're the only 2 people up on the roof deck, dead or alive. I can swear to that.
If anything happened while we were sitting there, don't you think one or the other of us would have noticed? Not if you're both in on it.
In any case, neither of us know the first thing of the victim. You had no reason to kill the man.
The skylight was shut entire time, I tell you. We couldn't possibly have opened it.
If you're so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where's the proof?
Do we present the omnibus there?
I say we save, and then
I must say that on listening to their testimonies, it's somewhat hard to imagine how either witnesses could have performed any malevolent act on this open roof deck without the other noticing forthwith.
That's right, you see.
We're innocent, I tell you.
Although, luckily, of course, the argument falls down if the two of you are in collusion with one another.
Hey, one of the juniors actually has a brain.
I mean, I don't know. She's been typing on that thing for so long that she kind of hit it.
Yeah.
What?
Eh. According to the investigation by Scotland Yard, there are two witnesses share no common dealings. Huh. And I don't trust the coppers any more than I trust the stinking rich. Well, with how you look,
Anybody, do you?
with how you look and how you're just flipping that knife all willy-nilly, no wonder you don't, because you probably have done some shit yourself.
Something doesn't feel right here. If I was going on in our favor, really, why do I feel so uneasy?
Counsel of the defense, over to you. Your cross-examination, please.
Oh, yes, my lord. So let's save first and then try and submit the omnibus.
Yeah, because that's the only
that-
thing that makes any sense, especially when you said, "Oh, this one has 5 too." Huh. Especially when the last statement says, "Do you have any proof that he fell through?"
Okay, so we'll get the last one. Where's your proof? Okay.
Okay, well,
Try
first things first, save.
Oh, well, that's not it.
That is okay.
I presented it and the things didn't go away, or neither did the music go away. So yeah.
I'm gonna try presenting it at a different statement. It's the fourth one.
Objection.
Nope.